Something we all do at home when we're looking for something for dinner and we don't have a whole meal put together, we'll look for leftovers. So in this week's video of Zephyr Travels, that's exactly what we're doing. We're taking a bunch of our leftovers, small segments of videos that we've taken, and putting them together into one whole meal. So that is what you'll see this week on Zephyr Travels.
Hey guys, it's Randy and Diane. We're coming to you from Elephant Butte State Park, just outside of Truth or Consequences.
And this section of the park that we're staying in is called
Desert Cove.
Desert Cove. And today, finally, the winds have died down quite a bit and the sun is shining.
Yeah, we came here, we actually planned on this to be kind of a couple down days and, not plan a lot to do. And probably a good thing because it was super windy.
It was extremely windy. It would have made it very hard to get out. The sand was blowing and it was quite chilly.
Yeah. But today's nice.
Yeah, today is nice. So like I said, the wind is really, there's a little bit of a breeze, but very tolerable, and the sun is out. Still cool, but without the wind, it really makes it nice.
Yeah. And this is a pretty nice park. It's very desert. It's a higher elevation desert, but it's a very nice park. There's a lake over here that adds to the park. You could go boating and such. There's a marina and a boat ramp area.
A lot of nice beach area as well. We went down a couple times with the dogs.
Yeah.
And it's a nice area. And it has different sections to this Elephant Butte State Park.
Yeah, there's 3 different campgrounds. One's fairly good size, and the one like we're in is a little smaller.
Yeah. So the sites are blacktop. They're water and electric.
Yep, and I'm not exactly sure on the price, so I'm going to put it down below. I think it's something like under $20 a night.
Yeah, and you have a nice picnic table with a little gazebo over it.
Yeah.
And it was a nice stay, and the sites are pretty far apart, and very nice.
Yeah, we enjoyed our stay here. It was pretty good. Mm-hmm. But now we're off, and this is the last of the New Mexico videos, so we're into Arizona next. So looking forward to being back in Arizona.
I am.
It's like your second home.
Well, I don't know. It might not be a lot warmer like we've had in other years, but it should be. Yeah,
we're getting a cold spell that's going through this part of the country, so I imagine it'll be cool.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Our first stop here in Arizona has been Karhner Caverns. It's a state park, and we camped here for 4 days.
And we also went over and did 2 tours, one of the big room and one of the rotunda.
And throne room.
Throne room, yep.
And if you ever get the chance to come down here and see this, it's amazing. We've done Karhner Caverns, but this is really something totally different. It's probably the most undisturbed cave in the country.
Yes, and what's different, at Carlsbad, yes, you can take a guided tour with a ranger, but at Karhner Caverns, you do have to go on the tours that are led by two rangers.
Yeah, usually 2 rangers.
Usually 2 rangers, one in the front, one in the back, and they give you an excellent description once you're in the caves of how they were discovered, the whole history, what's inside the caves. We just finished taking one of the tours at Karhner Caverns. We did the main room today. Tomorrow we'll do the rotunda tour. And unfortunately, you can't take any type of camera, cell phone, or really anything into the cave itself. But the tour is very informative. We had an excellent tour guide, and they don't make the amount of people or the number of people allowed in each tour very big. So, which is nice. It's, you know, it's a small number of people, and the tour probably takes an hour,
Hour and a half, maybe.
hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. And yeah, there is a nice museum here as well, and they do have a gift shop, and it's a nice area, nice grounds. A couple things you do want to remember with the big room, that is closed to tours from April 15th to October 15th every
Right.
year. That provides the bats to come in. That is their mating season, where they raise their little cubs and then they leave and head back to Mexico.
Yeah.
So that part of the tour, or that tour, is closed for that period of time. So it's very easy to walk through.
They're wheelchair friendly. So
Yes.
if you're in a wheelchair, you could come to this cave.
It's wheelchair accessible, so
Yep.
yes. And you do, in the majority of the occasions, need prior reservations.
Yes.
Because usually the tours get booked up well in advance.
And they're very popular. This is our second time here, and the first time we could not get a tour. A couple things to keep in mind too: if you take the tour, the temperature in the cave is 72 degrees and very humid.
Yes.
So you want to dress accordingly. You know, if it's cool if you need to wear a jacket, understand that you're probably going to take it off once you get into the cave. So
Yes.
either pick a lightweight jacket that will get you to and from the cave and back to your car, or whatever you need, or hopefully you're here in weather that you don't need a jacket.
Right. Okay. Now what do I want to talk about?
Oh, the campground.
Oh, the campground itself is very nice. The campsites are very well maintained.
Yep.
There's a good distance between each campsite. They also have a few camping cottages.
Yeah, I think they have
cabins.
4 cottages that you can
Yes.
rent.
And
The sites are all water and electric.
yes,
Our site didn't have 50 amp, so I don't know if any of the sites do have 50 amp.
right. But it is, and it looks like, some of these are all the sites back there. Back.
No, there's a few pull through.
Okay. For the bigger rigs, if you do have a bigger
Yeah.
rig. And yeah, it's a very nice campground.
Yes. Yeah, we enjoyed it. We actually had snow.
Yes,
While
we
we're here.
did. We had snow yesterday morning. We woke up to snow, and fortunately, with the bright sunshine, the majority of it was gone by the afternoon.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
And you're about an hour outside of Tucson. It's in the. This is located in
Benson.
Arizona.
Yep.
It's
Just down off of I-10 going east
yeah.
in Tucson.
It's not a huge city.
Yeah.
There are, if you need to.
There's a
pick up
Walmart and
grocery.
Safeway and such if you
Right,
need groceries or
right.
whatever. This campground's got something I've never seen at a campground before. A helicopter landing spot. Does that mean you can come in for heli vacations? Probably not. It's probably more for medical evacuations or whatever might be needed. But it's pretty cool that they actually thought enough of taking and designating an area here that a helicopter could land safely. Well, we're going to be heading to our next destination today, and that will be Tucson. And we've got a couple things in mind for that destination, mostly dealing with Monty and Zephyr. So you have to stay tuned for that.
Yeah, something they won't be too happy about.
Right, exactly. But more on that later. Let's get going. two off to?
Monty's off to get a bath.
Does he know that?
I would say not. He thinks he's going for a walk.
Monty, you gonna go get a bath?
Monty's going into the dog wash. You're okay.
See, we didn't get your head wet yet.
He's doing pretty good.
This is for everyone who thinks Monty's a fat dog.
He's really a tiny dog with a lot of fur.
Once you get him wet, he's about the same size as a schnauzer. How's Monty? Not in the mood. Looks like you just came from the beach.
He says, this is why I don't go to the bar.
You gonna go? So did you like Monty, did you like your stay here? Monty? Did you like, yeah? Would you come back? There you have it for Monty. He enjoyed his stay and would come back. Well, now that Monty's voiced his opinion about the campground, what did you think?
This is the second time we've been here. It's a great KOA. I mean, this park it's quite large. It just is very well kept. There's 2 pools,
Yeah.
all the different amenities, even a restaurant. There are several dog parks if you're into that. And the corner lots are the ones that are pretty unique in that some have a little dog park next to them. Some have a raised deck.
Yeah, or a patio, or a fireplace. We had one of those the last time we were here, and
Yeah.
we'll post that video,
Right.
so you can check that out.
So yeah, it is. It's very nice. It's located
Right in Tucson, South Tucson.
South Tucson. So
Yeah.
it really is right in the city.
Yeah,
But it's not far from the major routes.
no, right between 19 and 10.
So yeah, so it's convenient to go places, and yeah, we really enjoyed it here.
Yeah, I would rate this as one of my favorite KOAs. We've been here, like you said, once before, but what I really like about it is there's a lot to do while you're here. You're not just stuck, in a small campground right next to your neighbor. There's plenty of things to do. It's large enough that you can walk around in it and get exercise.
You can ride your bikes.
Yeah, and then they always got things going on. I mean, this weekend they've had golf tournaments, and they had coffee and donuts this morning. They had something going, pretty much, music. They had something going on all weekend, which was really nice. Plus the free air show.
Right. There is a pickleball court in the pool, in the park.
Yep.
There's also fire pits and a gathering area.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is a very nice, and like Randy said, we are near the Air Force Base, and they seem to be doing an air show or some type of maneuvers this weekend. So it's been a little loud at times.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting because it's not only the jets, but it's some of the smaller planes. So yeah, you had a bird's eye view from the park.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're going to get going.
Yep.
On to our next destination.
Let's not waste time, we'll take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth.